northern part of Spain and along the middle of the Ebro Valley, one of the most impressive archaeological sites on the Iberian Peninsula is located, Los Bañales de Uncastillo. The Latin name of this former Roman city remains unknown, even if Tarraca, mentioned by some ancient sources in relation to this area, should be considered the most likely option. After some periods of preliminary archaeological fieldwork conducted between the 40s and the 70s in the last century, the Fundación Uncastillo began to work on the research and promotion of the place in 2008. Los Bañales de Uncastillo has since then become one of the most acclaimed and dynamic archaeological projects in Spain, with the main support of the Cinco Villas County and the small city councils adjoining the site. Both the ancient Roman city and the previous indigenous settlement were first located on top of a prominent hill, named El Puello, taking advantage of a position that controlled the surrounding landscape. In the Augustan period, the urban settlement began to transform its appearance and started to incorporate the set of typical Roman facilities, which the 10 years of excavations led by the Fundación Uncastillo have unearthed. A forum, public baths, commercial areas, and recently some lavish domestic spaces in the northern sector of the site is still under investigation. The most iconic element of this Roman city was its forum. It was located right on the side of the aforementioned hill, and its splendid architecture was open to the landscape and the people traveling from Zaragoza to Pompelo, modern Zaragoza and Pamplona. This public space encompasses small squares surrounded by porticos, a basilica on the eastern flank, and the curia on the east, where the meeting of the city councils were held. Here, some inscribed shrines and religious structures can also be found. The square was decorated with official sculptures, including those of Augustus' son and Tiberius. In the Flavian Age, some tabernae appeared in the lower floor. This makes Los Bañales the only site in Aragon where a fully excavated Roman forum can be visited. Near the forum, and also dating to Flavian times, stands another iconic element of Los Bañales, the public baths or balnea, which may have given this site its modern name. The thermal complex has all the rooms and amenities that were expected for this type of leisure facility in Roman times. Heated rooms, a small swimming pool, a sauna, and naturally, a changing room. Again, this building is one of the best examples of its kind, not only in Spain, but also across the western provinces of the Roman Empire. Right in front of the bath, a district of 4 shops was developed in the last phase of urban transformation that can be dated to the 2nd century, soon before the city lost its wealth and prestige. This area was open to one of the main streets, crossing the southern part of the city, and excavations have shown that it wasn't only devoted to trading, but also had residential purposes. In the 2nd or the 3rd century, it appears that both this place and much of the city itself was abandoned. Outside the city center, perhaps the most monumental structure of Los Bañales still stands. An aqueduct, probably built by Roman legions in the Augustan period, provided the city with a consistent supply that filled the needs of an estimated population of 2,000 people. The irregular pillars supporting a very original wooden structure are preserved and lead the impressive dam where the water was stored. With this set of monuments and urban elements, Los Bañales de Uncastillo can provide a great example of how an ancient Roman city looked like and functioned in a rural setting, bringing us back to the daily life of the Iberian Peninsula 2,000 years ago.